Today I wanted to recap some of my favorite viral Korean skincare products. Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I've done plenty of videos recapping some of my favorite Korean skincare products, but today I scrolled through YesStyle's best-selling section and did some research on trending Korean skincare products. There were some that I didn't like as much, but there were a lot that I fell in love with and had a great experience with. I'm only going to be touching on products that I have tried. With that being said, I'd love to know what products you want to see me try next. A lot of Korean skincare reviews coming out soon, so make sure you are staying tuned to that. I mainly wanted to highlight the ones that I really enjoyed, the ones that I've tried, and some that are best selling right now. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. I feel like I always see Dr. Althea's 345 Relief Cream trending on social media, and it truly is a moisturizer that is worth the hype in my opinion for its lightweight ability to nourish and hydrate the skin without leaving any suffocating finish. This is the first cream moisturizer that I tried that I felt like was truly designed for oily skin. It has a super lightweight feel, blends into the skin and dries down super nice to not leave any heavy finish, didn't cause any acne, and it had a lot of skin barrier strengthening and supporting ingredients that I feel like backs it up perfectly. I always understand the hype behind this product because it is truly one of the best lightweight moisturizers that I've tried. Retinaldehyde is one of my favorite more pure forms of retinoic acid, and I've seen better results with styles of products like that. Usually Korean formulas that I've seen are very low concentrations of retinol. Celimax's Vita A Retinol Shot Booster is a pretty middle ground effective retinaldehyde treatment. It is 0.1%. I don't necessarily use it for its delivery system, even though I've seen a lot of people find success from delivery systems like this. I mainly use this for texture and regulating my discoloration, which I have seen better results with over an extended period. I noticed that this product is super lightweight, delivers retinaldehyde in an effective concentration, and has shown those results more over a long period of time. One of my favorite Korean retinaldehyde treatments, and I feel like it has a great simplicity to it that I really enjoy, and it is best selling for a reason. A lightweight water cream that I find is really beneficial for moisturizing and hydrating my face is Purito's Mighty Bamboo Cream. I love the balancing ingredients that they include in here specifically, and I feel like it is great for really oily skin, especially in the summer. This is a reformulation of their B5 cream, which I personally like their B5 cream better, but I still enjoy this product. If it's not enough to use as a final step moisturizer, sometimes I will go in with this as a hydrating step in the middle of the skincare routine. It's great for the winter. If you are more dry as well, that's a great way to use this product. It just has a great skin hydration that it gives, and I really enjoy it for that reason. I feel like that is my favorite benefit of this, for it to be so hydrating and balancing for my oily skin, especially in the summer. There's no doubt that azelaic acid is my favorite ingredient for acne and redness, and anua's azelaic acid has held up its status of being one of my favorite products I have tried for its lightweight ability, for its ability to not be too drying for my face. It is a more watery formula though, and I've seen some people experience dryness from this. I just personally love how lightweight it is. I balance this with some really nourishing and hydrating products that kind of counteract any dryness that come with it. It also has soothing ingredients like cica, balance the skin, and I noticed great results with calming my redness with those ingredients complementing the 10% azelaic acid in this. It is super effective. It's very lightweight, blends into the skin practically immediately, and dries down instantly. The dark spot treatment I've seen better results with over time is anua's niacinamide 10 TXA dark spot serum, and it's been a best-selling for a while, which confirms my theory that anua makes some of the best treatment products on the market. It was definitely something that my skin had to get used to. Niacinamide in higher concentrations can be a little bit intense for the skin, but the more that I used it, the more that I fell in love with it. I found that this product was something I could use at night specifically, and the combination of tranexamic acid and niacinamide has been a great great complement together. It work to not only brighten discoloration, but help with some texture, help with balancing my skin. Like I said, if 10% niacinamide is a little bit too intense for you, then this may not be a good option. But for me and my skin, how it's personally built up from when I first tried it, it definitely has gotten better, and I enjoyed my experience with it more long term. I feel like it is a very effective treatment for that reason. The best cleanser that I have found to balance my skin is Round Lab's Dokdo cleanser. This is a more moisturizer-like texture at first, which I really enjoy because it usually creates a pretty good foam, has a nice purifying ability to it without stripping the skin, and is still considerate of my skin barrier. I feel like this is best selling for a reason because of the active-free way that it can balance some oil production, and the entire Dokdo collection is amazing for my acne-prone skin. This cleanser is no different. One of my favorite cleansing oils comes from Skin 1004. Their Madagascar Centella cleansing oil was one of the first Korean cleansing oils I tried. It was one of my favorite Korean cleansing oils I tried for my acne-prone skin. Madagascar Centella in this truly feel like made it work well for my acne-prone skin, combined with the ingredients and the effectiveness of this oil cleanser. Oil cleansing is one of my favorite ways to prevent acne, and this product is, and going through the list of viral skincare products made me remember how much I loved this cleansing oil. I've tried so many, so it's easy to forget some, and this is one that I'm glad I rediscovered because it is something that works so well for my skin. It emulsifies amazing and is a wonderful option for a cleansing oil. One of the best simple formulas to moisturize and soothe my redness comes from Skin 1004 with their Madagascar Centella ampoule. This is basically just water and centella at an effective concentration to soothe and calm my redness. It is perfect to add to any skincare ingredient, any skincare product. You could add this to a serum, a moisturizer, anything where you want an added boost of centella in your skincare routine. That is where this belongs. It's very versatile. You can use it in any routine, especially if you are more oily. I feel like oily skin struggles to layer with products like this. That's why it is super beneficial for that. Very lightweight and dries down instantly. You can use it by itself. Sometimes use it as that, closer to my cleansing step, or I'll add this to a moisturizer where I want an added soothing benefit to it. To this day, one of the best milky toners I have tried is Haruharu's Probiotics Barrier Essence. I like its ability to lightly absorb into the skin, not be a suffocating milky toner, but include so many skin barrier supporting complexes in this, along with skin strengthening ceramides, black rice to soften the skin, and some probiotics that I have found great benefit with being super moisturizing for the face. This is such a great formula. I am in love with it and its ability to support my skin barrier in a non-suffocating way. A light soothing gel cream that is perfect for the summertime is Skin 1004's Madagascar Centella Soothing Cream. If you couldn't tell, I'm a huge fan of Skin 1004's Centella products. This gel cream I like for its light ability to dry down into the skin, provide a soothing benefit for my acne and redness, and it's a little bit more moisturizing of a way to deliver the Centella in Skin 1004's products, not in a suffocating way. I really feel like this perfectly encapsulates the best gel moisturizer in a Korean formulation, and I understand why it is so best selling. It's definitely a product I have repurchased a few times and love using more in my summer skincare routine. My acne and redness truly stands no chance for Purito's Wonder Relief Centella Serum. First of all, I like Purito's approach to unscented and scented products just to give some options to people who are sensitized. This Centella Serum has a water gel texture that blends in really nice, delivers some calming benefits, and gives my skin everything it needs when it's irritated. It's replenishing, it's internally hydrating, and it's also very calming for my redness and acne. I had never seen a complex like cosrx's 6 peptide serum on the market when I tried it, and I liked it because it has some oil balancing properties along with anti-aging benefits as well. It's a 2-for-1 product that had great peptides in it to support the skin barrier, had some anti-aging benefits, but also some pore balancing benefits as well. It was one of my first peptide serums I had ever tried. And I was glad it was this one because I feel like they use some simple ingredients, keep the ingredient list to a minimal, but still deliver all the ingredients that my skin needed to balance it. Also be preventative towards anti-aging. It's something I don't see benefits with. It's something I like to be preventative with and continue using products that are designed for anti-aging just to be more preventative. A gentle, milky exfoliating cleanser is cosrx's salicylic acid cleanser. This is another cleanser with a moisturizer-like texture at first that foams up really nice. You could leave this on as a face mask for 5 to 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. That's how I personally do it. I would recommend consulting with experts about that. This cleanser is amazing to balance the skin. It doesn't cause any dryness, but it is a more purifying exfoliating cleanser that starts with a moisturizer-like texture. It foams up really nice, effective as a cleanser, but also doubles as a great gentle exfoliant if that is something you are needing. I had never seen a milky toner for oily skin until I tried Beauty of Joseon's Glow Replenishing Rice Milk, and I find it very beneficial for that reason. It does have kaolin clay. I feel like oily skin is going to be the only skin type that really enjoys this. It does give a level of hydration, but it's mostly designed to balance and reduce oil production. That is what I found this to be most beneficial at, and I love it for that reason. I've seen some people say it could be too drying, and that would be the case if you don't have really oily skin. Trust me, in the summer, especially during the day when I'm spending a lot of time outside, this is a must-have product for me and something that I definitely keep in my rotation for when my skin is just really oily and I'm needing to balance it. Jelly face mists are something that I just tried with Dr. Althea's Aquamarine Jelly Mist. And I feel like it's just a telling of the finish of this product. It is super lightweight, absorbs into the skin really nice, but very refreshing and gives my skin a light finish that I love as a primer or as a final step face mist. This is a super nice, luxurious, lightweight product. It didn't cause any acne. I was a little worried about that. Sometimes whenever we go into the marine labeling in skincare, algae and other ingredients usually come up, usually cause acne, but that was not the case with this product. It was a super internally hydrating face mist and I loved it for that reason. A richer hydration serum that I found works amazing for my skin is Anua's Rice 7 Barrier Serum. This is a little bit more of a sticky product, but it has a nice weight to it where I feel like more dry skin would really enjoy it. It is an externally hydrating finish. It also delivers a great internal hydration to the skin as well and acts as an amazing primer. This is one of the best products for that reason. I absolutely love using it, especially in the drier weather and when I am more dry in my skin. I layer with this product and it just works amazing for me. Let me know which of these products are your favorite and if there are any viral Korean skincare products that you want my opinion on. I also thought about doing a list of viral Korean skincare products that I don't enjoy just because I have tried so many and there are a lot that I feel like are not worth the hype. So let me know if that is something you are interested in. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week. I will see you all in the next review.